Hey there, it's Becky with DaBec International, and this is Becky's Bits. And I wanted to do a series of some success tips. I found this fabulous little book, and it's really incredibly mind-blowing, I guess you could say. And so I wanted to be able to share these with you. So be prepared. I'm going to share one in each of the videos that I do. So this may stretch out over 100 days. It may stretch out over 90 days, just depends on how many I feel like adding each day. But the first one is competence begins with feeling competent. And I wanted to share a quick story with you. When I was a very little girl, I always wanted to play the piano, always. I have, just from the time that I can remember, and my mom used to say to me all the time that when I was a little girl, toddler, probably 2, 3, 4 in that range, we had this end table that sat beside our couch, and she said, she has pictures of me actually doing this, but it was like one of those old-fashioned doubles, and I would go over and act like I was playing the piano on the bottom piece of that. It was just really, I guess it was just my way of, pretending like I was playing and singing. And so I just always have had this desire to play. Well, growing up, my dad is a minister, and he pastored a church for a long time, and we had a very nice youth group that I was a part of. And a friend of mine who was very close in age to me could play the organ and the piano beautifully. I'm talking as a young, very young teenager, tweenager as we like to say, between the ages of 10 and 13, 14, 15, somewhere around there. And I always would just be so enthralled by the fact that she could play so beautifully, and she still does to this day. But I wanted to play that as well. And so when I was 14 years old, I made it my mission to learn how to play the piano, and I basically taught myself. And so I'll never forget, our youth leader's wife found out that I wanted to play the piano and that I was teaching myself how to play the piano, and she decided that on a Friday night, which was always our youth nights, she decided that I would be the one to play for that particular service. Oh my goodness. How she found out I even wanted to play is beyond me. I still don't know. But I'm thankful that she pushed me in that direction. Let's put it that way. But I was scared out of my mind. Was I competent in my playing? Absolutely, positively not. I could not play anything fast to save my life. All I could do was just basic chords and that kind of thing, and it just terrified me that I was going to have to play in front of a whole bunch of people. But I did it. But the reason I say that, tell you that story, is because I was not competent in my ability at that particular time. But by her giving me the opportunity to use what I had been learning, that then pushed me and prodded me into being and feeling more competent, because every time I would play in church or for other people, I began to feel a little more competent. And now I have no compunction really about playing in front of anybody. So you see what I'm saying? If you feel competent, that's the beginning of your competence. You're not going to be completely good at what it is you're trying to accomplish the very first time you do it. You have to keep going. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for paying attention and listening to me talking about these steps to success, these simple secrets to success. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is that these have been scientifically proven. So I just wanted to give you that little tidbit. So hang tight, and we will be talking with you again real soon. Once again, this is Becky with DaBec International, and this has been Becky's Bits. Thank you for joining me.